What up, y'all? It's your boy Mac Mizzle, the host with the most. No need to bang no boss. All this give a toast to the real folks.
I can talk, but would you listen to me?
We done paved the way in the real way.
But would I talk to you?
We got a good show for y'all tonight.
Well, that's New York for you.
You know how I
on the
start.
menu, they put a fork for you. It's a difference with you and I, cause I be praying to live, then be praying to die. Do you think about the crib and the family staying inside? Do you think about the wicked and niggas spraying inside? For acting like you fly when you ain't got wings? In the land of the peasants where we ain't got kings. So I not push and get fly, but I'm malice with it. Cause you say you the king, niggas is in your palace with it. Take your queen from you, that'll get you. Like it's like chess in the lobby and Bobby Fischer. Well, I used to be. Now they talking juice to me. Eating right. Sets on the bar. Niggas sleeping right. They gon' say I'm evil like pagans and no Osama. Cause I've been slinging ropes since Reagan to Obama. And the rest haven like Wes Craven with more drama. Then the hills have eyes. Got me staring at the money like the bills have eyes. You can see that you was sick if the pills had eyes. Now who am I to judge? It's all love. I've been weak too. Couple shots. Half a perk. I've been geek too. Little nigga, I'm trying to reach you. I'm complete when I'm a kiss and I'm a sheep too. Beware the people that's underneath you. They dance with the devil, they wanna eat too. Niggas is hungry, they wanna feast too. While I'm a kiss and I'm a sheep too. Beware the people that's underneath you. They dance with the devil, they wanna eat too. Niggas is hungry, they wanna feast too. From here out to Baltimore, yeah, that's the old me. This the new me, still keep it ghetto, I'm raised off of cool shit. Tan Woolridge, brown Tim's on. He ain't big, said he was king shit, he been wrong. My opinion, my dominion. Anywhere I'm at, yeah, jump start the engine. Get the riding, get the dying. 100 blunts lit, my niggas get the flying. 1/3 of the 3/3. Hear the pain in the ad-libs and reverbs. Been G'd up, better do your research. Searching to read, even when the beats work. Nice hand gave me bigger, use my feet work. Cool nigga, but I still let the heat work. Shit. Goose, you better slow down now. Tell these little niggas what you know right now. Word up, you should nerd up. Rap niggas ain't throw a bird up. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing cool with cuss. Ain't nothing strong with stacks. At your lawyer every week, yeah, I'm all for that. Yeah, I'm on the biggest shit. I do more than rap. I'm the mic killer. I'm the night killer. I'm the safe killer. I'm the night thriller. We eat together, I'm tight with you. You disrespecting the fight with you. Do it. Win, lose, or draw. Shit, I always ride first. Fuck, choose a straw, nigga. I'm built for this.
Yeah, you already know I got a crazy interview for y'all. You know what I'm saying? None other than the boy. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing it in these YouTube streets, MTL streets. None other than your boy, Mr. MT, Mr. Flipstar MTL. You already know. I'm gonna bring him up.
If it's love or it's war, it's all fair. I've been to funerals with niggas that don't care. Thinking about the money and knowing it's all there. Why he in the circle? You know that he won't share. Niggas dying loyal, you know that that's so rare. Not a gun, but a knife. If it's life, you gon' spare. But leave a long scar so niggas is show fear. But how much will you make at the end of the year? How much? No more struggle, we all bubble. You a player, but you ain't the type to call a huddle. I'm a gangster cause I'm cool, but most of all subtle. History of violence ain't looking for more trouble. Got them loaded up and you know that they all muzzle. Get it figured out and start looking for more puzzles. 5 different hustles, I'm keeping them all juggled. Coming through in polo, I'm solo holding the duffel. The leg came sweet, I blew an L and I chuckled. Thinking of the days when I had to bloody my knuckles. Everybody is getting murked now. Hard bossing up when you can't put the work down. Need the Lord, but I won't go to church now. Or to play the mouse, but it's close to the first now. You thinking of the touchdown, I'm thinking of the first down. The Glock don't box, you get killed with the first round. Think I'm lying to swing iron. Your heart pumps different when the body part flying. Word up, I can nerd up, I set a purge up and have niggas go tear the birds up. Shout to the dealing niggas that served us. Me on the beat, it's like Greece versus Persia. It's a surplus of murder. I need a few feet, then a few more. You should've turned your truck to a two-door. I don't give a fuck about your crew or your shooter. Or your shooters, sum it up in 2 words. Fuck you, ghost back, you don't want your crew word.
Yeah, let's get into this interview, baby. So, without further ado, Let me present to you Mr. Flipstar. What up, player?
What's happening, King?
Yeah. Good to see you. Good to see you, man.
Like,
Welcome to the Matt Mizzle Show. You know what I'm
likewise,
saying?
likewise, man. What's going on?
We just here out here kicking it. You know what I'm saying? It's where we do what we do. And we like to interview artists that are, about their craft, about the art. You know what I'm saying? And really put it down in ways where it's like commendable, and you're like, okay,
For sure.
I see where we're going with this, because as you know, block mode, right? Basing life on critical knowledge, motivation over drama every day. We've been doing it from way back, so we understand, like, you couldn't come in the realm without having the 5 elements down pat, understanding where rap originated from. You know what I'm saying? And understanding everything that goes with it on the levels where it's like you gotta commend certain people that have that same wavelength, because hip hop, for me, the golden ages was the 90s. You know what I'm saying? And now
Golden era.
it's pushing up to we are 2020 right now. We still young, but it's a lot of work that needs to be done to bring it where it needs to be. So
that's right.
I got my boy WI with me. Came, you know what I'm saying? Tag team. Talk to y'all too, you know what I'm saying? So respectful for reaching through. You already know.
That's my guy right there.
Got
That's
Mr.
my guy
Flipstar.
right there.
Yeah.
You already know. Everybody.
My guy right there.
So yeah, which I was just explaining.
Oh, shoot. Hold on. I am looking way too light skinned in this motherfucker. What you guys saying though?
Hey, not man. We just kicking it, man.
Hold on, don't mind me. I'm just settling in. Let me settle in.
Yeah, that's.
You see that light right there?
Yeah,
that's a bright idea, no?
I was just letting them know that, I like interviewing artists that represents the essence of this hip hop thing of ours. You know what I'm saying? Because it really is ours. You know what I'm saying? And we got to use it in the right way. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So I created something called the Hip-Hopcratic Oath. You know.
Say that again.
You know how they have the hip oath for the Hip-Hopcratic Oath. You know.
Yeah.
You know how they have the Hippocratic Oath for the medical field? The Hippocratic Oath is to never do no harm to the, you know what I'm saying? The element of hip hop, which is the arts and the craft of it, you know?
That's right.
Right.
Always to bring the right formulas together, you know? Because to me, hip hop is a higher meaning than just rapping and doing the damn thing, you know? There's 5 elements to it. But Professor Griff even added more. He created an acronym for it, you know, and I could commend him for that, you know. My shit is Professor Griff shit, but when he said it's hip hop is higher infinite power healing our people, he made me say, "Yo, that's real shit right there."
I like that.
Higher infinite power healing our people, you know.
Higher infinite power healing our people. Hey,
I really like that. I
feel like you represent that widget where you put it down your shit. And Mr. Flipstar, you know what I'm saying? I've been listening to your shit and I want to get into it. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, man, I like that. I like how you do it still, you know?
Appreciate that, man.
Let's get into this.
From time. I mean, like a decade deep, no? I think you're more than a decade in.
Actually, almost.
Almost?
I'm about 7 years in.
Nah, stop this, bro.
I'm telling you, man. It seems longer, but it's been 7 years. Yo, my first album came out 2015, but I started recording 2013. I started releasing music 2014.
Okay. So which one was the double album?
That was the first one. That was 2015.
That was the first one.
Yeah, that was
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Word. So the first question I
I still got that joint somewhere in the archives. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. That's That's. I mean, look, that's the pioneer of what Mr. Flipstar is about. See what I'm saying? Like, this is that's very first project. That's the very first time that I felt comfortable enough to say, you know what? Let me put my music on out to the masses. For the for public consumption, for people to get to hear
Them
this.
times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. And
It's nothing, dog.
and it seems like ages ago, man. Jeez.
Yeah, man.
Back
For
when
real.
mixtapes were mixtapes, for
Yeah,
real.
exactly. It's different now. The game's different.
Right.
But I feel like if you stay true to the what it is and its core, you never get too old for it. Man. You know what I'm saying?
1,000%.
Mhm.
A, a, 1,000%. I've always said, like, I guess one of the things that I live by when it comes to rhyming and rapping is never to cheat the art. Don't cheat the art. Don't cheat
Right.
it.
Yeah,
So I'm saying, like, you have to respect the art. You have to cater to the art. You have to care for the art in a certain way. And to me, it's something that I hold in the highest of regards, and that's never going to change. I'm never gonna shake from that. To me, it's a mentality. It's a way of life. So
Yeah.
when it comes to the craft, when it comes to the pen, um, people that are true rhymers, that are true spitters, that, like you said, that live by the elements of what pure hip hop is, will never stray away from that. You can't. If it's in your DNA, it's in your DNA, and that's it.
straight up and down,
Right.
all the way around, like clockwork. You know what I'm saying? So when I talk about this hip hop shit, I'm like, it's real, man. Well, remember, as an artist and as a marketing tool, the number one rule is never ever think that you're smarter than your audience. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure,
So that's what you gotta keep that in mind. You know what I'm
for sure,
saying? Right, you know?
for sure.
So yeah, that's what's up. What I want to know is, where did you get the name Mr. Flipstar?
All right, so
Yes.
my real name is Philip. So I've had the moniker Flip for the longest, right? Because when you say Philip real fast, Philip Flip, and it sounds like Flip, right? So I've had the nickname Flip for as long as I can remember. And I remember at work, one of my fellow coworkers back then, his name is Yuri. Shout out to Yuri. He used to call me Flipstar all the time. He used to call me Flipstar because it's a play on word with Splitstar, Busta Rhymes, right hand man, right? So he
Right.
used to he used to call me Flipstar all the time, and I just like how it sounds. And then I decided to add the Mister in front of it just so that people could really take me seriously. See what I'm saying? Like, on my grown man tip, so to speak.
I like that.
So that's where the name came from.
Mhm.
That's what's up, man. You know what I'm saying? I was doing a couple of my shows. I put Mr. Mac Mizzle in front of them. You know what I'm saying? Just to let them know, hey, man,
You know
address
what I mean?
the man as such. And I like that.
Exactly. Address me as such. I like that.
You know, the whole flip mode shit we've been on there. That's part of how we put the block mode acronym together. Let them know a little bit of history on that, which you know what I'm saying. If you want
Black mode is flip mode and D block.
I like that.
One.
I like that.
So
yeah.
imagine flip mode and D block had a crew, like that's what we are. Oh wait.
And yo, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with either party. Both of them come hard.
Yeah, exactly.
And been going hard. Shout out.
Yes.
Now you see, you got Flipstar there. That's what I was like. Okay, Flipstar.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Connections are deep. The roots are deep.
But yeah, man. So when did you really start saying, you know what? Let me pick up a mic. Let me go to the studio. Let me do this thing because I feel like I
I
like what
got
I'm doing.
something to say.
Yeah. When did you really do? At what age? How was
So, all right, well, check it out. So back in high school, I used to write poetry a lot, right? I used to write poetry, and I'm not gonna lie, mainly it was to get girls. Like if
So
you could write poetry,
what was your poetry name?
I didn't have it. I didn't have a name as a poet back then. It was
Yeah.
just I just knew that, look, if I could put some words together Yeah, I mean, back in high school, send that
Yeah,
to
yeah,
just, yo, give that to the ladies. See what I'm saying?
yeah.
So that's how it started, and then eventually, um, I remember I was 19 at Dawson in class. That's when I wrote my first rhyme. I'll never forget.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that's when I wrote my first rhyme. I started writing in class. I said, okay, I like this. Then
Mhm.
for a bunch of years, I would write, but I would keep to myself until
Yeah,
at
yeah.
some point, shout out to the Southern Music family because they knew that I did music. They asked me to come perform one night. They said, yo,
Mhm.
they said, Flip, why don't you come and perform? Like we know that you write music and so on and so forth. And I had written a song on Nas it ain't hard to tell instrumental. And
Okay.
so that's the one that I decided to perform, and the reception was great. I said, all right, you know what? I'm gonna keep my foot on the gas pedal. Let's kick this into the next gear, and that's what I started
Yeah,
doing. So from that point on, that's when I said, you know what, man, only one life to live. I got nothing to lose. So start, just really start recording the music and so on and so forth. So I started doing that, and I haven't stopped since, man. So now so the album that came out yesterday is the third album that was the third project that I put out, and all of them came out on January 29th. So my first one came out January 29th, 2015. The last one, January 29th, 2018. And now this one, January 29th, 2021.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what's the
because I
tree? The trees?
Mhm.
What's the Trinity about, yo?
So to be honest, I don't even know. I mean, look, these are the three albums that I put out. There was one mixtape that I put out on. It was I wouldn't count that as an album. That was more like a bunch of Lucy's that I had on the side that I wanted to put out, and I did. Actually, Widget is on one of the songs with me.
Mm.
Canadian Savages, and
Mm.
yo,
yeah,
that's I love that.
that's how you do
Yeah,
it.
yeah, man.
Pops up
Fire.
It's yo, and
projects.
his verse is stupid. Yo, your verse is stupid, and I like the fact that you are the one who opened the track. So you went first verse.
Word.
Yo, you can't. Yo, no, yo, you solid. So I mean, look, January 29th. Like people have asked me why that date. To be quite honest, I can't even tell you. It just so happens to me that it's the first one just happened to fall on that date, and I'm someone I'm super I pay attention to dates and numbers and so on and so forth. So to me, I was like, you know what, it just makes sense to always use that date.
Nice.
And yeah, man. But mind you, this album was supposed to come out last year. Well, obviously the
Mm.
pandemic came and a whole lot of shit happened, so I had to be delayed. But I wanted to make sure that I met this date. So now every 3 years something came out. But I'm not
Yeah.
gonna wait 3 years now to release something else. I'm not gonna wait that long.
Sick. 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 So I mean, shoot.
Okay, so what was the name of your first album again?
So the first one was a double project. So it was Best Kept Secret, Next Best Thing. So Best Kept Secret,
Uh,
it was 13 songs. These were all industry beats. So
yeah.
we're talking about like Nas, Jay Z, Mobb Deep, J Cole, Kendrick. Um,
Is that on YouTube?
mhm.
Is that album on YouTube?
No, that album is on SoundCloud.
Okay.
So there was that, and then I put on Bandcamp Next Best Thing, which was the like I guess the joint album that came with it, and that one it was all Montreal producers that let me beats. Shout out to O Scope. He was really instrumental in me putting all this together. And again, it was 13 songs on the first one, 13 songs on the second one. So it was 26 beats in total. 26 because 26 is an important number for me. My birthday is on June 26th, and my daughter's birthday is on October 26th. So that's why to me, like 26, it made sense for me, right? So that was the
Yeah.
first one. Then the second album, which it came out in 2018, is the follow up. So yeah, the follow up, what, 16 songs on that joint? Yeah, 6 songs on that joint. The follow up essentially was the follow up to the first album. I really wanted to go in a different direction when it came to production, when it came to themes and so on and so forth. And then now with this one that came out yesterday, Heart of Storytelling, I really
Mm.
wanted to I don't know, like I really wanted to go
Storytelling.
and
I like that. You got
yeah,
to
like I
come
really
out.
wanted to yeah, like I really wanted to cover like different areas of hip hop and hardest storytelling was heavily influenced by legends that I look up to. You're talking about the Nas's, you talk about the the Notorious B.I.G.'s, the J. Cole's, the Tupac Shakur's, the Kendricks, like people like people that the Ghostface Killers, people that have adept storytelling skills.
Yo,
I've always been like a super fan of artists that are somehow somewhere able to tell the story so well, so vividly that if you close your eyes, you can see it. So that's why.
okay, who's your favorite? Okay, first, who's your favorite industry artist? Then, who's your favorite Montreal artist? Or who's your maybe not favorite, but who do you rock with the most in MTR?
Okay. So my favorite artist of all time, hands down, without a doubt, Notorious B.I.G. I've been a Biggie guy my entire life. It's never gonna change. So I would have to say Big, for sure. And if you're talking Montreal, I mean, well, yo, Widget, I fucks with you heavy. I like CY, I like King Misery.
Mm-hmm.
I would say I would put the three of you probably at the top of Montreal artists that I really connect with on a different level.
Wow. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Out of all us Montreal artists, there's a lot of us out here, dog. You sure? Me?
Yes, nigga, you.
I'm trash, bro.
No, but for real, look, it's like I said, when you came on a song, that's when I knew you were serious. Like that's when you came with the energy, you came with the your bars were raw, like it was raw, and I just and not only that, like
more bars, Mike.
And for the song, it was perfect, right? So I just said, you know what, man, nah, so I like that.
I appreciate you, my guy. You already know.
Do you remember this? Damn, man, that's 5-6 years ago.
Yo,
Jesus, that's ages
we're gonna
ago.
take a look at that video.
I'm out of Rock City.
And we're gonna look at your new one. Then we're gonna
that's ages ago.
Check it out. Hold up.
Mr. Flipstar gives you rap city. Lyrical execution, critical yet it's useless. Critical lyrical business. This shit is booming. Message to every human. I'm reckless when I'm fuming. Mercury so hurry up my way, but I get to shooting. What's up, decapitate?
Yo, why that shit keeps stopping?
My bad, y'all. You know how it go, man.
Pause it. Let it render a bit first. Maybe that's what it needs, a little rendering.
Hold up. Let me do this.
Yo, Flip.
Yeah, I still remember the day we shot this video, man. It was freezing outside.
Yeah. It looked like you were cold too.
It was the weather was not playing around. It was like I think this was shot December 22nd, 2014, if my mind serves me right.
Mm-hmm.
I remember because it was a few days from Christmas, and I remember the weather was absolutely nuts. We were freezing our balls out. It was crazy. But I remember that day.
You got it done, though.
6 years ago.
Yeah. We say you got it done, though.
Yo.
See, that's what I'm talking about, dog. That's that hard body grind, you know what I'm saying?
Somebody argue.
Somebody ought to get it.
Where's that? That's the 40 and the 15 right there, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah, I see that. See the storage space right there.
When I spit, not chicks want to call. Mr. Flip, Go and pay your general. Go frigid December cold. Warmer than July weather. You gon' steal my grind never. Cause I'm better than most of you.
All of you. I mean, all of you. I'm not boasting, dude.
They should demand pardon to
You remember this track now, eh?
But that I'll be one day soon. Photographs all
So
back
that
is
they look at this too.
thank you, Kendrick, forensics. I end this. Bird, I'll spread the word. Slice his head off, never heard. And then remove the hair and skin, expose it to this camera bird. Apologies, details too graphic. Now follow me and ship traffic. Lyrical, crack, havoc, fabric, electric, conflict, the static. Transport lines into transition before I pass. I'll flick like magic. Fake ass bastards, straight on backwards. Listen, I'm just being great addict. Rap CD, I'm just an addict. On top like addicts, it's automatic. Like a car opposite of standard. Listen to what your man have. Keep the profile of his wildest
style. You just got some like something.
The hypnosis of thermosis, and your man gets your chick. This week comes on the road. Process, that's clip approaches. This my style for roses. Imposing sense, large atrocious. Watery flow, coast to coast. This Montreal, Proventus, Sweden. Lyrically never be even. Forbidden garden of Eden. Like even Adam. Ego boost, we please your madam. Incredulous, you can't fathom. Use yourself, more part of still. Kick it like Tim Hardy. Police in this
cohesive. I'm a bad boy, mine well.
Yo, bro. Listen, I can't even really hear it properly still. I won't front. But I already know you're snapping on me. So I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Yo, your vocabulary is disgusting, bro. So how do you build your vocabulary to be so disgusting, dog?
All right. So, truth, back in the days, I'm even gonna lie to you, man. I used to read the dictionary.
Right. I think all rappers did that at one point. I used to read that shit.
Yeah.
Mr. I gotta put an X at the end of the name.
I used to read the dictionary just so I could find words, just so I could find.
Mm-hmm.
I always wanted to find myself in a position where I could express myself different than the next man.
Fair enough.
So I was always fascinated with words. I was always fascinated with how you can deconstruct a word and I guess sort of like make sure that you stand out from the next person and the next person. And so this is where the extensive vocabulary comes from. I was always thirsty for extra words, for extra knowledge, just knowing how to use them, what context and scenario where I could make usage of said word. It was always an interest of mine, always.
So some real MC shit right there, dog.
Yes.
No, that's facts though, cause it's like, yo, back in the day, you had to like open a book to catch words, yo. Nowadays, all you gotta do is press a button and look it up. But back in the day, you had to do you actually had to open the book, search up the word, and you know what I mean? Figure out a way to put in a sentence and make it make sense. And now you had to make trust me, it was a different type of structure back in the day. But I mean,
but see, what you're saying right now, this makes me understand that people like you and I, we're last of a dying breed. We're last of a dying breed. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, but it is what it is.
Do you write your lyrics on paper or on your phone?
I used to write them on paper, but I'm not gonna lie, man. It's easy on the phone now. I mean, look, it's so convenient, right? But speaking about writing bars, back in the days, I could write a 16 on the phone, a cappella, and apply that 16 to whatever instrumental that I would listen to. I can't do that no more.
Yeah. Why not?
And the reason why is because I understand now that every instrumental requires a specific flow, delivery, cadence.
Okay.
So I feel like I can't do that no more. So and that's been one of my I don't know if I'm gonna call it a challenge, but it's been one of my one of the things that I've been working hard to master, where the moment that you hear an instrumental, you automatically, your brain starts processing, okay, this is the BPM, this is the flow, this is the delivery, this is the so on and so forth. This is where you gotta, drop a punchline. This is where you gotta pause for maybe 1 or 2 seconds, and so on and so forth. So I really try to approach every song differently. And to me, this this allows my brain to continue to create instead of
Right.
saying, you know what, I'm just gonna stick to a specific formula, a specific
Yeah.
format, and I'm just gonna copy paste. I used to do
Yeah.
that. Now, like, I really want to do it differently. So now I really try to switch it up. You know, display versatility,
Mm.
and really and sort of keep the and keep the I guess the person who's listening to the song, keep that person um guessing and like unaware of, okay, when, like, oh shit, he just did that, oh, I wasn't expecting this, and so on and so forth. So I like to
Yeah.
keep people on their toes.
No,
Yeah,
that's official though. That's
that's how
official.
old that's how old school lyricism used to be. You had to go back 2 or 3 times to fucking say, "Oh
Yes,
yeah, okay, okay, what?"
yes,
All right, but
exactly.
I
nowadays,
ain't gonna lie. I gotta catch up still. My flows is kind of monotone. I gotta switch it up on them a little bit. But
but
you
you have
know what I mean?
some shit though.
I'm trying to live. I'm trying to
You
learn
got
and
some
live. You know what I'm
day, dog. You just kicking some game though. But yo, at the end of the day, that's what
I'm
it's all
soaking it
about,
in. I'm
man.
soaking it up. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the
Lyricism.
thing, yo. We have to be sponges, yo. You have to, yo. That's, and I'm a sponge still.
Mm.
Like, you know, despite the for how long I've been writing rhymes, I'm a sponge still. I still try to gain as much knowledge as I can, and try to learn new ways, new techniques all the
Right.
time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For real. But yo, when it comes to this like whole hip hop game right now, how do you feel it changed? And do you think that you know lyricism fits into this category, or do you think it like is gonna come back? And why do you think it's
I
like this right now?
I look. I actually believe that it is coming back. I think it's been coming back for a few years. So I would say, if you take a look at the game 2012 to maybe like 2017, 2018, I would say that, mumble rap was probably leading the way. Uh, I would say trap rap was probably leading the way, but I think you're starting to see a shift. The past couple of years, you're starting to see a shift where real rap is sort of slowly but surely taking back its, respective place at the top of the throne. Because think about it. Think of all the rap artists that are out. There's a million artists, right? And
Mm-hmm.
think of all the mumble artists, but who are the three biggest artists for the past maybe 5 to 10 years? Who are the three biggest artists at the top of the game? Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick, all lyricists. So
Facts.
that alone in itself makes me understand that, despite the fact
Lyricism.
that, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of artists that are doing, you know, microwave music, I call it, right? We still have the head honchos of the game that are still making sure that their shit cooks in the oven and not in the microwave. See what I'm saying? That's how I see it.
No, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. You know what I'm
No, that's
saying?
a fact. That's a fact. I feel like yo, I agree. Like the last, I would say 5 years, like the little shift. You know, the game had a shift, and it's still shifting. Like I feel like you said, all the head honchos are out there looking. They're looking for new talent. They're searching. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They're screening
Mm-hmm.
the whole place. So it's like, no,
Yep.
it's coming back. I feel like it's here. It's definitely here. It's just not as, it's more underground than anything, but it's still here.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. And not only that, another shift that I noticed as well is, seeing as how hip hop is still young, right? Hip hop is still, I mean, hip hop is what, 44, 43, 44 years old, hip hop, right?
Yeah, about that.
1973 or something like that. So the way I see it is, the way I see it is, we are now accepting older rappers still dropping. Like when Jay Z came out with 444 in 2017, people were receptive to it. When people hear a Black Thought verse come out, people will still listen. You'll hear a Royce the 5'9" come out, and yo, Royce, to me, like he that's
Yeah,
it.
right.
That's God MC level. See what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like
Yeah,
Black Thought, God MC level.
Right.
Styles
yeah.
P. Like, see, like, these are guys that are, so now. I like the fact that it's not just because it's always been known that hip hop is like they keep saying it's a young man's game. I think we're changing that too.
Yeah.
So I like that. Like I like the evolution that we're
Oh,
seeing in hip hop.
we got. But I see. There's a lot of like uh, shoot 'em up, bang bang rap. You know what I'm saying? The drill rap and all that. There's a lot of that around too. You know.
Oh, for sure.
And
And to be honest, I'm cool. I'm cool with that. I just don't want people to think that that's all rap is about because it's not. There's so many levels. There's so many facets, different facets to rap. Like to me, 2020, the best album of the year is Busta Rhymes ELE 2, best album of the year for me. And yo, Busta is what 46, 48,
Montreal,
and
you
the
know,
album is nuts.
follow the other fads, like you know, just because
Mhm.
everybody else is doing drill rap, I don't think we need to be doing drill rap. Toronto took it
So
over, you know, and talking about all this crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't know. I feel like it watered down the game a little bit,
of course,
it is. But you know, we just gonna take it and make it what it needs to be. You know what I'm saying? The niggas
of
always gonna
course,
yeah, right. So you know,
of course.
when it comes to hip hop and all that, who's your like most influential rappers that made you like say spit the way you spit and do? You know what I'm saying?
So like I said, Big is my number one all time. Obviously Pac. Um, Nas is something that I hold
What
Nas to the
what we doing?
highest
Top five?
regards,
Top
man.
five? Top five.
So if we do
Influ-
top five, Big, so Big one, Pac two,
and why?
Nas three.
You gotta tell me why
All
though.
right,
You know
okay.
what I'm saying?
So
Each of them,
Big,
but you got why?
Big. All right, so Big is number one. The smoothest flow of all time, and Big's
Yeah,
storytelling abilities is just different. It's just different, and his voice, and not only that, like especially when it was East versus West. He's from New York. I feel like Montreal was still East, so I don't know. It's something about Big, man. It's just something about him, man. It's just something about him. So Big is number one. I got to give Pac number two because of what he stood for. And not only that, Pac has to be the most interesting, uh, enigmatic figure in probably music history, I would say. So that's Pac number two. Number three, Nas, because Nas to me is the most articulate rapper of all time. So Nas is, and
I could get
Nas
right.
and his
I,
flow ages gracefully. I love Nas. And then number four, I'd probably have to give it to Hove. Hove is in Jay-Z to me is an underrated lyricist. He's very underrated. It's sometimes you may not really catch it right away, but when you really take the time to decipher his bars, Jay Hove is something else. And then number five,
yeah.
I would have to say Slim Shady.
Well, Snake, this is
Yeah.
Slim
Yes.
Shady.
Hove.
Uh,
Yes, I would have to put
fuck
Eminem at number five.
Eminem.
M M to me is the
That's a crazy top five.
M to me is
M
the
could
craziest technical rapper of all time. To me,
Mhm.
I've never seen someone do syllable rhyming quite like he does. And to me, him and Royce are
yeah.
like one A and one B when it comes to syllable rhyming. It's yeah, no, Eminem, like you to me, you have to give it to him. And then if you're speaking about that,
Honorable
like I guess,
mentions.
oh yeah,
Honorable mentions.
I'd have to put Kendrick and Cole in there for sure, for sure.
Yeah,
The what
for sure, for
like
sure.
to me these two have had. I see these two as the ones that are carrying the importance of lyricism and storytelling
Mm.
for sure. So yeah, that's my top five. Honorable mentions as well. Yeah.
Top
Nice.
Biggie track.
No, that's
Hmm. Last Day. I would
Mm.
say his verse on Last Day to me is his best verse of all time. That's I would have to say Last Day, Everyday Struggle, Me and My Bitch, one of the best stories ever told. Shit.
Pac.
Yeah, I would say Pac, Holla at Me. No, that's not true. My favorite Tupac song of all time, Only God Can Judge Me. Nothing touches that. Nothing touches that. Nothing touches that.
Speaking of
Nas.
Tupac, what was that track you did with? What was that track you
Hmm?
did for Tupac? Yeah, again, remember that track you
November,
did?
yeah, November 30th,
Yeah,
1994. Yeah,
November
that's
30th, 1994.
yeah, that's. It was that was a challenge. That was a challenge. I wanted to challenge myself with that song. I really wanted to go
Off
into.
the straight. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was saying I really just wanted to go. I wanted to go in like in an area that hasn't been tapped, that hasn't been touched, because everyone talks about that day and so on and so forth, but rarely do you hear people come up with theories about shit. If that night wouldn't have happened, then the game would have been different. So I really wanted to explore that. I really wanted to go into I guess fantasy mode where I'm like, damn man, had he not been shot that night, then the ripple effect that was caused by that night, a lot of the things that are going on today wouldn't be happening. It changed everything. That's how I see
Yeah,
it.
nah, that's straight up and down all the way around. But is
Yeah.
that particular video on Facebook or YouTube?
For November
That
30th,
video.
it's on YouTube. It's on YouTube.
And it's called November 30th.
Yeah, November 30th, 1994.
You say you about to pull
Yeah,
him
man.
up?
I just had to explore that. Yeah, cause yo, just off of the strength of that video, I was doing a Montreal hip hop video exclusive night, and your video popped up. I had to put it on, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause that shit was on point.
Thank you. Oh, and mind you, just a little side note. I edit my own videos. I have a team with me, but ultimately, I'm the one that's in charge of the video editing. So that
How
video,
you do that?
like hmm?
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, man,
That
yo,
shit was well done.
that
I gotta.
thanks, man. That specific week, man, I barely
Yeah.
like for like 10 days, I barely slept because I was working like that video. It's to the point where like once the video released, I had to take like a break for a couple of days because I was too parked out. It was too like I was it was so much. I went through so much just trying to get the video done on time. But it's yeah, no, but
Wow.
I had to do it, man. I had to do it.
Yeah, that's what you see. That's the thing about art, man. You just gotta get it done, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Yeah.
like when you want to get it done, you just gotta stay focused. Tunnel. So
Yep.
that's what's up.
Yep. Tunnel vision, and you'll stop at nothing. Yep.
We'll play this right quick. Until
Oh, and Widget,
Flipstar
you were
November
asking
30th. Y'all get familiar, man.
Widget, you were
One
asking
of
me
the
which Nas
baddest
song is my favorite.
videos, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Well,
Hold
go
on,
ahead.
I'm
What'd you
yeah.
say?
Hold on. No, because Widget was asking me which Nas song is my favorite. Wow, shit. That's New York
Yep.
State of Mind is clearly up there. Um, damn. You know. No, I know what it is. Life's a bitch. Yeah, I would have to say life's a bitch. And by the way, on that song, AZ's verse, AZ's verse is easily a top
Mhm.
three guest verse in the history of hip hop. It's disgusting. It's nasty. It's nasty.
No, you're right.
Nah, for sure.
That's what it is.
Visualize the oof.
Let's get into this video right quick.
Yes, November 30th, 1994.
Yeah.
Wednesday, November 30th, 1994. The night that forever changed the course of hip hop as we know it. Domino effects that night created are still felt to this day. Let me explain the story first, and then I'll explain why I believe it changed everything. November 30th, 1994. Rap game was punctured with an iron sword. The seed was planted for Pac to start declaring war. Made a long list with whom he should be settling scores. Pac was about to come and reside, freestyle, then he decided to freshen the vibe. Meanwhile, little C's noticed Tupac strolling down the streets from the heights of the 4th or the 5th floor of the Quad Studio in Times Square. Called them up, let him know all the guys there.
Yo, I'm pulling this up. Because it's very underrated. Let me see. How many views did you get?
Man said you have to pull it up. Like, pull up.
Yeah. People gotta take note, man. This is art, you know. Yeah.
Wednesday, November 30th, 1994. The night that forever changed the course of hip hop as we know it. Domino effects that night created are still felt to this day. Let me explain the story first, and then I'll explain why I believe it changed everything. November 30th, 1994. Rap game was punctured with an iron sword. The seed was planted for Pac to start declaring war. Made a long list with whom he should be settling scores. Pac was invited to come and reside, freestyle, then he decided to freshen the vibe. Meanwhile, little C's noticed Tupac strolling down the streets from the heights of the 4th or the 5th floor of the Quad Studio in Times Square. Called them up, let him know all the guys there. So Tupac set back, him and the next dude in the rapper's dress buzzed in to be led in the downstairs lobby, only to be greeted with guns as a robbery. 3 niggas in army fatigue started busting. Parker starting to bleed. Total 5 shots. That's 2 in the head, 1 in the arm, thigh in the groin. Niggas knew he was dead, or so they thought. Pop took the elevator, realizing he was set up. Looking at Big Brother season, told him, fuck you, they ain't even set up. Word to deter his paranoia. That's when Pop switched time to apply the pressure. Revenge born, middle finger up on the stretcher. I blame Jimmy Henchman, who set up a studio session with Haitian Jack, and he felt that Big and Pop withheld information because they all from New York, that they didn't even bother to warn him, despite the fact that Big had previously told Pop not to mingle with Haitian Jack. And Pop blames Stretch too, because Stretch didn't even get touched in the robbery. And the very next day, Pop was convicted of sexual assault, which made him beat up paranoid. If that night doesn't happen, him and Big are still friends, and Pac wouldn't be so obsessed seeking vengeance. If that night doesn't happen, maybe Pac don't side with Suge out of desperation and act on Hollywood. If that night doesn't no East-West media nonsense, Suge doesn't feel Pac's head with that foul shit. If that night doesn't happen, source awards and Bad Boy Death Row would be on good chords. If that night doesn't shot, you doesn't hit the same, and that hit him up. Record wouldn't see the day. If that night doesn't happen, don't get shot in Vegas. No BMW hit with shell cases. If that night doesn't happen, don't get shot in LA. And Jay-Z doesn't fill Biggie's void and use Biggie's voice, and maybe doesn't even beg Beyonce. Shit, Mace doesn't sell as much. Eminem doesn't sound with Drake. It may not be viewed as a GOAT. Shoot, I can tell that much. Ja Rule wouldn't be near as successful. Get Rich or Die Trying wouldn't be as special. Wayne never claims best rapper alive. Drake doesn't dominate every slice of the pie. West Coast don't get the greatness of K-Dot, Nip, and Game. Y'all know which night to blame.
This is all Mr. Flip's hypothesis. I mean, it's all theoretical, hypothetical. Who knows? Maybe local rappers will take over. The South is a dominate. Snoop and the Dog Pound don't do New York. New York, you don't get shot at in the trailer. Damn, man. You don't get masterpieces like Me Against the World. All Eyes on Me. Life After Death. Machiavelli probably never comes to life. Wow.
That's sick. That's hey man. A nigga never tipped his hat to. Nigga never.
Yo, I almost started tearing up though. I won't lie.
For hip hop right there, you know what I'm saying? And there's only like 2,000 views, but you got Lil Freddie or Lil fucking Wee Wee Wop or something like that. Talk about killing it. I got 30 in the ring. I ran them down. I hit it. I don't know, some shit like that.
Ah, shit.
And then
trust me. Nah, that shit is crazy, dog.
1 million views and shit.
Appreciate that, man.
No.
Appreciate that, man.
But yeah, man, this the part of the show where I get political, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Do you really think that?
Oh yeah, that's political, all right.
Yo,
come on.
Do you think that the Democrats are going to be good for black people? Yes or no? I know we're Canadian and shit like that. We should worry about that, but I just want.
I mean, look, the way
it's worldly news.
the way I've
right?
always seen it. You have to. It's all politicians are liars. You have to pick the lesser of two evils. That's how I see it.
Yeah, that's it.
And you see in 2016 when it was Hillary versus Donald, a lot of people didn't want Hillary because A, she's a woman, B, they're saying that she's a liar, she can't be trusted. But at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, look, I don't trust neither of them, but lesser of two evils. Which of these two will cause the least amount of evil? And they chose wrong. I mean, look, we all seen what happened the last 4 years. It is what it is.
Yep. Yeah, that's what it is. It is. Shit. But I feel like people are so mad at Trump, you know, trying to, he's this and that. It's like they got hoodwinked, bamboozled, you know?
But how? Trump, and what you're saying right now, I ask myself, how? Trump showed his cards from day one. He showed his cards from day one. He never hit it. So I don't get it. I don't get how people think that they were bamboozled. Trump never lied. He never lied about who he was from day one. He showed you who he was, and people still voted for him. And then after that, they want to cry wolf. I mean, look.
Shit. Biden did a crime, right? To incarcerate a lot of people in the black community.
Yeah.
So it's like a double-edged sword to me. You know what I'm saying? Like you say. But
the lesser of two evils. That's it, man. It's the lesser of two evils. But now, obviously, because seeing as how Biden got, now he's in the Oval, and he has Mrs. Harris with him. I'm hopeful that he will see that he has to appease to our community, to black community, more than Trump did. And again, we know that they have a higher those two have a high conviction rate of black male being incarcerated for X amount of years. They've been doing that since what, 80s and 90s. We'll see, man. It's just like I said, I wouldn't hold my breath as far as believing what every single thing that a politician says. It's a game. We all know it's a game. They got a politic. It is what it is.
I think they're just gonna give out some money and then go hard with this these incarceration bills, you know, because a lot of the prisons are somewhat what do you call that, private, you know. So
Yeah.
people arresting them,
Yeah.
they make money off of that shit down there, you know.
I mean, look,
We're gonna see how it
prison is
works.
a business, right? Prison
Yeah,
is a business.
they didn't what you call it. They didn't give the black community anything, you know. They didn't promise them anything anyway. So it's like we voted, they voted for them for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's
Yeah.
how. Too, you know, sometimes it's like, hey, man. But it's just the system we're living in. You know, we all know that. We all know how it goes. You know,
That's it, man. That's it, man.
you know what I'm saying? They put people out in front, make it look good, and then people in the back.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like hip hop
Yep.
is like there's gatekeepers and shit like that, you know. But we can make it on
Yeah.
our own if we use these social media avenues properly in the right context, you know, like promoting our content, the shit that we do, you know what I'm saying? And bigging up our way of doing it, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody else is doing, you know. But MTL is where it's at when it comes to like, you know, spitting that real authenticity, grimy shit. So we gotta show and
Of
prove
course.
it. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Take
And
it.
it's unfortunate that Montreal was still not on the map, because right now when you think of Canada,
We
it's
gotta come
just Toronto.
when I
That's
get
it.
our own way of thinking, you know what I mean? You see me I do it?
Yeah.
Like we come with our own flavor, you know? So once
Yeah,
we
for
do that,
sure.
I know we already have it, you know.
Yeah,
If
for
you hear
sure.
it's like, but a lot of people I find in the city too, they want to sound like out of town, you know. I'm like, nah, that's not the way, you know. Sound like yourself, and then you know what I'm saying? Because you're from the city. If you're really from the city, you ain't gonna
Yeah.
need to do all that, right? But yeah, that's what's real. That's
Yeah.
what's real. You know what I'm saying? But speaking of all this politics bullshit, do you really like? Would you get into like doing stuff to help the kids and stuff like that when it comes to like charity events or like you know what I'm saying
Yeah. Oh yeah.
like that? Because what we do,
That,
we do a basketball tournament every year, you know.
I
We
know.
try
Yeah. I heard
we
about
try
it.
acts. We trying to get some people that's really about you know building about the community, you know.
And
So once
for
we
sure, for sure.
once we build on that and we get the people together, you know, that creates a bigger, you know, a bigger wave of people saying, yeah, you know, there's something going down out there, you know what I'm saying, and they're doing it real good because they're giving back to the community. It's looking real
And it
swell.
creates unity.
People are looking fresh. We're
Mm-hmm.
doing it right. You know, we're keeping it tight. And the
Yeah,
game is
man.
For sure.
so that's why I'm looking for
For
some
sure.
downcast to at least donate their time or efforts, you know, to this endeavor that we got, you know. Cause it's gonna be this thing of ours, you know what I'm saying? We gonna keep it real and feel we gonna keep it bobbed up, baby. This is FTL, baby, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta think,
Yeah.
y'all think y'all know what time it is, but we know,
I
so we
mean,
just
look, you know what I mean?
do the do, you know. So
Right in the middle too. Right in the middle.
you know,
You know what I mean?
it's right, exactly. You know, Matt Mizzle, Montreal, Block Mode. What's more MTL than that? You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
Nah, for real though. But yeah, that's what's up, man. You know, I'm like, yeah, we gotta come with our own sound. We gotta keep it real in the field. But do you have any artists you like to collab with? You know what I'm saying? Like known or unknown, that you like to be like, yeah, I love to collab with that artist. Give me like five of
Well,
them.
if you're talking locally, I
Do
mean,
five locally and five
with
globally because that'll
all
be
right,
more.
so five low. All right, so then five locally. I've already had the opportunity to collab with Widget for sure. CY King Misery is the one that we haven't had the chance to come on the record together yet. Uh,
That's wrong.
there's Tyrell, not Tyler, who I was able to collab because he's on my album now. Shout out to him. And
Hmm.
Who's that?
shit, uh, Tyrell, not Tyler. He's
Tyrell,
dope.
not Tyler.
He's like a hybrid. He's like rap and hip hop. It's almost like a Drake-ish type of offspring, so to speak. But he's dope. And who else? Who else can I say that I haven't had the opportunity? Or off the top of my head, I can't really think of right now locally anyone else that I know that I would like. You know what? Let's do some. But these are the ones for sure. And if you're talking on more on a global scale, obviously J. Cole, Kendrick for sure,
Yeah,
Nas,
yeah.
for sure. I would love with Nas. Reason from TDE,
Right.
and shoot, another artist. I would say either Busta Rhymes or Royce Nickel. Yeah, that's who. Yeah. Because and the reason why I could like, for instance, like let's say if I were to feature with Royce, I
Yeah.
would have to come with in there with my A++ game. I'd have
Trust me.
I would probably rewrite my verse at least 6 times just to make sure that it's. I don't think you understand
Yo,
how I would be.
honestly, hey man. Listen, that's God mode right there. Once you get on
That's what I'm saying. Yo,
those,
it's God
you gotta go
God
God
MCs.
mode on them.
You have
Straight
no
up.
choice, or either that or you get left behind. So nah, man, you got to come in there with your
Nah, you can't
thousand
be
percent, man.
sleeping on that one. You gotta,
Nope.
man. Anyways,
That's what's up, man. I like
Hell
to
yeah.
hear
no, that's a strong lineup right there. All lyricists, all lyricists,
Oh, of course,
super
of
lyricists.
course, of course, of course, of course.
Yo,
You
you
know.
gotta have one like uh let's say a wavy artist. You have any wavy artists like let's say sing song,
Uh,
sing rap artists or whatever?
I can't lie. I like Travis
Mm.
Scott. Um, I
what about
appreciate Pop Smoke,
Tory
his
Lanez?
voice.
Who's that?
Who
Pops,
that?
Tory Lanez.
I'm cool with Tory Lanez. He's an artist. You know, he could rap, he could sing. I don't listen to homie that much, but
Mm.
I recognize his talent. I recognize his talent for sure. But yeah, no,
Okay.
honestly, Travis
Some people
Scott,
are
Travis
canceling
Scott.
Tory Lanez over the whole Megan Thee Stallion situation. What do you think of that? Think he really shot her? Probably shot her. He like,
I
damn,
don't, I
pop,
I mean, look,
pop, pop, pop.
she swears by it. She swears by it. Um, I don't
But yo,
know, man. I
evidence
person
that there's no gunpowder on him, but on someone else.
that's what I keep hearing. So yo, seeing as how there's no gunpowder on it. I don't know, man. It's a
Megan
tricky situation, man.
wilding because she should just be like, you know what I'm saying? Chalk it up, man. Charge it to the, I
Oh,
mean,
yo,
she's like
all you
going
can
hard,
do at this point is just
locked up, like you know what I'm saying? Like, just calm down, man. I thought you
all you
loved
can
him.
do at this point, man, is just pray for every party involved, man, and just hope it somehow, some way, it all works out for everybody. I mean, we don't know what happened, right? So
Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, man. Yo, when it comes to like certain shit that needs to be done in the hip hop game, what do you think is the most impactful way to like get these youth involved in the hip hop world? Like, you know, doing it the right way and giving them encouragement to excel in the genre. You know? What do you have like
Well, look.
words of encouragement, advice?
Well, look. The rap game has evolved to a point now where the rap game, the rap music, has so many subgenres of music, right? So you have drill, you have trap, you have lyricists, you have club music, you have so on and so forth. If there's any advice that I want to give to anybody is just, obviously believe in yourself. No matter what anyone else will, obviously, you're gonna come across the naysayers.
Naysayers.
Yeah, man. Look, at the end of the day, if you believe in yourself, man, that's really ultimately that's all that matters. If you believe in yourself, continue to believe in yourself. And the one thing that I will say, never cheat the art. Don't cheat the art. Even if you're a trap artist, remember, do not cheat the art. Stick to what you know. Be who you are. Be who you are. Don't cheat the art.
Be yourself. I keep telling them, be yourself.
I'm telling you, man. Be yourself. Be who you are. Stand on your convictions. Stand on your moral ground, and that's it, man.
Because once you do that, shit starts, shifting, bro. Because
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's crazy, And then 6 months down the line, they're like, shit, that makes sense, You got to stand on the square, right? So,
yep.
Are we rolling for the new, what is it, decade? We're in this new decade and shit like that. This Corona and all this shit. How do you pass the time in this Corona, man? You writing bars, man? Well, you came out with a whole
Album. So yeah, so Corona, I mean, shit. Corona has been hard on everybody. Look, 2020 was different. Like, I'm not gonna lie, 2020 was like mentally and spiritually, it was hard. It wasn't the easiest. But the way that I like I said, one of the things that really helped me through is the pen. I started writing. I started recording. It keeps your mind busy, and you try to look forward to better days and when things will go back to normal, so to speak, whatever that will be. But just got to keep on pushing on. 2020 was a nasty year, disgusting year. And it's crazy because when you think about it, it's like when Kobe died. That's what that to me is when everything shifted. When Kobe died, that was it's everything.
I was on a live with a couple of dudes on YouTube. Like, I'm like, yo, this shit happened exact day after Kobe died. And the day after, they announced this whole shit, and every motherfucker been dropping like flies ever since. So you tell me, hey man, something's fish, something's in the air, man. Don't nobody just die in a helicopter with 9 people just like that, all splattered across the fucking desert out there in California.
A helicopter that he took at least $1 million.
You know what I'm saying?
He took this helicopter for years. That's weird.
Yo, you got his wife, Vanessa. She's suing everybody. She's going all over the place.
Hell yeah. Rightfully so.
The sheriff's department were fucking up with the whole cleanup and shit. They're taking pictures. Yo, it's crazy, man. This shit is deep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, as hip hop, we gotta address it. That's what hip hop is about, addressing the situation. You gotta speak on it because shit, shit's fucked up. We out here fucked up in the game. Shit. This shit started in Italy. Where did Kobe start playing ball? Italy. I don't know, man.
Italy.
It feels there's too many coincidences. I want to put on my tin. Where's my tinfoil hat at? But, it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You know, certain things we got to know. You know, don't fall for the okie doke, but at the same time, uh,
Yep.
you know, so you just gotta take this shit to a whole another level. You know, this hip hop is universal. It's all over the world now. Man. You know what I'm saying? We got
Yo,
hip
biggest the most
genre.
popular genre of music now.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's so much money in this shit, but the people at the top they control it obviously. But it's time for us to get in between in the scenes. You know what I'm saying? And do what we gotta do because the talent is there. You know, Montreal just needs to bust. You know, it's just we waiting, we waiting. We got talent.
Exposure. That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Giving it up. You just gotta go hard. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. But
That's it. That's all we're missing. Exposure and visibility. That's it.
mhm. Exposure and
We
visibility.
we just need to be given an opportunity. That's it.
But this what show wouldn't be a show without spitting some bars, you know. So I want to end this out with a few bars, you know what I'm saying? I got a little beat right here, you know. And we can go in.
Shit. All right.
Say whoever wants to start first.
Um.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Shit.
Widget. Yeah. You go start. Let me think. Let me think.
Go first.
All right.
Shit. Check it. I'm on the rise like the sun, so it's early when I get it then. 7:30 kicking in your door, better let them in. Young loose in this bitch, you know I came to represent. Never lame and always spitting game, and that's definite. That's why I stay relevant when I'm in my element without the embellishment of my own intelligence. Mind over money, money over matter. Super fly with the flow. Yeah, I let them birds scatter if it ain't about money. Yeah, I ain't trying to chatter. Rat-a-tat-tatter, feel the wrath of my rapture, trying to capture my stature. See the cats coming at you from the max that I pack up the back of a black hacker. With my accuracy, it's spectacular, just like my vernacular beat. It's just immaculate, make me spit it so immaculately. And when I rap on the beats like I'm rapping, you clapping the heat so passionately, as fast as can be. So, woo,
Oh,
oh, oh, I wanna hear some bars. Hit the,
Hey, yo, last but not least, I write for one chip my assumption to be happy to see that I'm worth something that's worth more than what was calculated. They'll be happy. Ooh, hold on. Let me start. Let me start over. Yo, I'm not a freestyle artist. I'm a like I write. You know what I mean? I'm not a freestyle, but let me spit something. Hold on.
yeah, you
All
know,
right,
you
hold
can
on.
spit a written.
Yeah, hold up. All right. Hey, yo. Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yo, last but not least, I write for one chip my assumption to be happy to see that I'm something that's worth more than what you already calculated. They led me to believe that I'm the seed that'll be nothing more than a casualty assassinated by the government. And it's so subtle, and man, that's why I'm armed with pen and paper not to avenge the greater hostile of men. It's safer not to pretend.
Go with you, your
It's
turn.
safer not to pretend.
Your turn with it. Hit it. Hit him.
yo, you guys are killing it though, dog. You guys are. Hey.
Here's some bars.
All right. Let me see if I could get a piece of this. You already heated up. See if I can crease a bit. I mean, put a couple degrees to this. You know how we do. We just trying to double up and make sure we eat a bit. Yeah, and make sure we bring it to the table. Can't hear much. The connection is unstable, but it don't matter. I'ma still put it all together, and we gonna fly without the birds or the feathers. We some
Get out.
lions, still
Gotta get
trying
out.
to eat them more. Hey.
Peace out. You know what I'm saying? Yo, respect Mr. Flipstar.
Year?
Coming
Oh shit. This nigga
Yes,
tapping out.
it's
out.
timing out, eh?
Yeah. All right. All right. So what you saying, Flip?
Look, man, yo, the album's out, man. yo, that's it. Right now, I'm in album promotion mode. I really just want to make sure that everybody gets the chance to hear it. It's different.
Plug it. Let them know where to get it.
So yeah, man. So the name of the album is Heart of Storytelling. If you go on Spotify, Apple Music, it's on YouTube. I think it's on Amazon Music as well, Deezer, Napster. But yo, just the majority, yo, the main DSPs, you'll find it on there. If you type in Mr. Flipstar, you'll see it. If you type in Heart of Storytelling, you know, it's on there. It's only 10 songs long, but it's concise. I really did my bestest to like just sort of cover every area of MC. So yeah, man.
Dope.
And and the
Dope.
video is out. The video for the single
Yeah,
came out
exactly.
yesterday. Just
Right.
vibing. That's the video for the single. Go on YouTube. It's on there. It's we out here working, man. We out here working. Shout out to Wise Eyes. Shout out to Right Focus. That's my team. Let's get it.
All right. That's what's up, man. Well, you already know, man. I'm always happy to tap in with you, hear what's going on.
Love
And
is love, you know.
shoot, man, we'll catch up just now, sooner than later, hopefully.
Yes, and yo, I'm still waiting for you to send me that tape, or send me the link
Nah,
so I can purchase your tape.
nah, I got you. I got you covered. It's right here on the table.
Yeah, because I wanna let me see that. Like it, see, yo, I got it. Yo, you know we gotta support each other. So just let me
All right.
know when, and I'll send you the money. And I gotta have that project.
All right, fair enough. I gotta get you one ASAP. Shoot. I guess we can wrap this up.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yo, we'll catch up sooner than later, though, my G. You already know.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Mr. Flip, it's your boy
Yeah.
Widget, the
Yes,
Mac
sir.
Mizzle Show.
Yes,
We'll
sir.
catch up later, y'all.
Yes, sir. Stay safe.
Yeah, man. Likewise.
All right, my man.
Peace.
Peace.